Our college has no statutory role in UK healthcare. It's there only by permission of the national regulatory bodies. If it's to survive in the 21st century, it must rediscover its relevance. I believe its core purpose is to represent and advocate for you, which means listening to and acting on your views better. The college's considerable influence comes only from you, its 38,000 members. As last year's event showed, it forgets this at its peril. 3 years ago, I was the only one to call out the widening gap between you and the college. This has resulted in college leaders doing what they think, rather than what you think. Perhaps this, together with the bias in the presidential election process, is why only 25% of you vote. The college's main problem is then the disconnect between its leadership and you, its members and fellows. As a result, it's blind to prioritising decisions the way you would want them prioritised. Why has this occurred? I believe the fundamental problem is that the college is too centralised, and its physical and governance structure just serve to keep on reinforcing this. So, if structure and governance remain the same, nothing will really change. We need 3 major changes. First, less focus on London and Liverpool, more focus on being there in your workplace. Second, a governance structure that ensures that the 3 arms of the college each check each other's power. Third, proper democracy. So, firstly, I'll significantly increase presence in your trusts and strengthen regional offices. Secondly, I'll make fundamental changes to college governance. In particular, I'll empower council to hold the executive to account and increase physician presence on the board of trustees. Thirdly, I'll democratise council. It's perhaps surprising, but currently only 16 out of 51 members are directly elected by national vote, and 4 of these are the president and the 3 vice presidents who form part of the executive. I'll change this. And I also think we must have a college run by physicians for physicians. So I'll also ensure that one of the most key senior college committees, the Strategy Executive Group, is in future chaired by the President and not by the CEO. Achieving all of this is inextricably linked to fixing the college's finances and making urgent decisions about the estate. The unrestricted reserves have fallen from 40 million to 10 million over the last 10 years. The lease on the main London College building comes to an end in 2060, and renewing it and the lease for the houses will be very expensive indeed. It costs £600,000 per month just to run London and Liverpool, so money is tight. But with the right decisions, we can free up significant funds to spend on your priorities rather than on expensive buildings. Under my leadership, the college will strengthen presence in your workplace. It will deliver on the RCP Physician Associate recommendations. It will accelerate implementation of the new exams management system to avoid a repetition of the recent MRCP Part 2 issue. It will uphold the highest standards for training, practice and patient safety. It will protect the next generation's future by better defining what a physician is and what we do, and by opposing 4-year undergraduate training, advocating for fairer trainee recruitment, expanding specialty training, and improving support for our international colleagues who should get a better deal. My heart goes out to those candidates affected by the recent MRCP Part 2 exam problem. I'm really sorry for their distress. I'm sure workarounds for career progression could be found, as they were during COVID. I don't know what happened. This only came to light long after I left Federation, and I'm now strictly on the outside. But I can't help but think that this is about how we decide what's important. If it had been up to me, which it was not, I would have spent the money on the new exams management system much earlier and ahead of other priorities, given how important it is to the safe delivery of exams. I've had a wealth of experience leading a complex multi-million-pound professional organisation, and I've been a previous senior college and national leader, so I can make these changes. I'm also, let's say, in the latter stages of my career, so I have absolutely nothing to fear from speaking your truth to power, and I will most certainly do that on your behalf. College membership is becoming less attractive to our younger colleagues. Our finances are tight and the world is moving on. It's time for us to get busy changing or risk becoming irrelevant. The choice is yours.